Professional wrestling is an ever-changing world, where alliances, contracts, and opportunities can shift overnight. One of the most intriguing duos in all elite wrestling AEW today is none other than the powerhouse team known as the Gates of Agony, consisting of Toa Liona and Bishop Kaun. Over the past few years, these two have built a reputation as dominant heavy hitters inside the ring, first gaining major attention as part of the Embassy in Ring of Honor (ROH) and later carrying that momentum into AEW programming. Recently, both Toa Liona and Bishop Kaun made headlines after offering updates regarding their contract status with AEW, sparking conversations among fans about their long-term future with the company and what this could mean for the tag team division at large. With AEW continuing to grow its roster and wrestling landscape constantly evolving, such updates are always a hot topic for fans eager to know which stars are locked in for the long haul. In this article, we'll take a deep dive into the backgrounds of Toa Liona and Bishop Kaun, their journey as the Gates of Agony, their role in AEW and ROH, what their contract status updates mean, how fans and analysts are reacting, the potential future for the team. This in-depth breakdown will give you a clearer picture of why this contract talk is such a big deal for AEW's tag team scene and why Toa Liona and Bishop Kaun's careers are worth watching closely. Who are the Gates of Agony? The Gates of Agony is a tag team that embodies sheer strength, intimidation, and dominance. The pairing of Toa Liona, a Samoan powerhouse, and Bishop Kaun, a versatile athlete with both speed and intensity, makes them a perfect combination for AEW and ROH's hard-hitting style. Toa Liona. Hailing from the proud Samoan wrestling tradition, Toa Liona is a competitor who carries both size and athleticism. Known for his devastating power moves, Liona quickly rose in popularity as a wrecking force capable of dismantling opponents in minutes. His heritage links him to the long legacy of Samoan wrestlers who have left an undeniable mark on professional wrestling. Bishop Kaun. Kaun, on the other hand, brings a different dimension to the team. A former member of the stable Shane Taylor Promotions in Ring of Honor, Kaun has years of experience competing in high-stakes matches. His ability to blend agility with brute force makes him an unpredictable and dangerous tag team competitor. Together, they form the Gates of Agony, a team that has quickly gained recognition not only in AEW but also across the global wrestling scene. Rise within the Embassy. The Gates of Agony came into the spotlight when they became part of Prince Nana's Embassy, a legendary Ring of Honor faction. Under Nana's guidance, the team gained exposure and credibility as legitimate threats. Alongside Brian Cage, the group dominated matches, showcasing their destructive style and teamwork. Their run with the ROH six-man tag team title solidified their position as valuable assets within Tony Khan's wrestling ecosystem. While AEW has one of the most stacked tag team divisions in modern wrestling, Gates of Agony carved out their own niche as bruisers who can hang with any team. Transition to AEW. While ROH gave them their foundation, AEW has been the stage where Liona and Kaun have truly expanded their brand. Competing on AEW television has allowed the duo to showcase their talent to a wider audience. From battling established teams like the Young Bucks, FTR, and the Lucha Bros to taking on rising squads, the Gates of Agony have proven they can hold their own against anyone. Even when not always picking up victories, their matches leave lasting impressions thanks to their sheer intensity and physicality. The contract status updates. In professional wrestling, contract news always gets fans talking. Recent updates from Toa Liona and Bishop Kaun regarding their AEW status reassured fans that the Gates of Agony are indeed committed to the company for the foreseeable future. Both stars confirmed in recent interviews and social media interactions that their contracts with AEW ROH remain intact, with no immediate risk of departure. While neither gave away specific details such as contract length or renewal terms, something AEW talent usually keeps private, it was clear from their words that they see AEW as their long-term home. This news is particularly important given how often contract expirations in wrestling lead to speculation about talent jumping to WWE, NJPW, Impact Wrestling, or even returning to the independents. Fans had started buzzing about whether Gates of Agony could explore other opportunities, but their updates have shut down much of that chatter. Fan and industry reactions. The wrestling community responded with excitement and relief upon hearing that Liona and Kaun are staying with AEW. On social media platforms like X, formerly Twitter, Reddit, and wrestling forums, fans praised the news, calling Gates of Agony a much-needed presence in AEW's stacked but sometimes overlooked tag division. Some analysts pointed out that while the team hasn't always been featured consistently on Dynamite, their value lies in road tapings and special events, where they often shine. With contracts secured, many believe AEW will begin utilizing them more heavily in 2025 and beyond, especially as the company looks to expand its international reach. Why their contracts matter. Wrestling is all about momentum and long-term storytelling. By keeping talents like Gates of Agony signed, AEW ensures that 1. Tag team depth. With FTR, the Young Bucks, House of Black, and other teams dominating, AEW needs powerhouse duos like Gates of Agony to provide variety and styles. 2. ROH stability. Since Tony Khan owns ROH, keeping stars committed to both AEW and ROH strengthens the brand crossover. 3. Future potential. Liona and Khan are still relatively young in their careers. Locking them in now gives AEW a chance to build future storylines around them. What's next for Gates of Agony? The future looks promising for Toa Liona and Bishop Kaun. With their contracts secure, here are a few directions AEW might take with them. ROH 6-man gold again. A reunion with Brian Cage in the Embassy could see them recapture 6-man tag gold. AEW Tag Team Championship pursuit. With the right booking, Gates of Agony could become legitimate challengers for the AEW World Tag Team titles. Faction warfare. They could be involved in larger storylines, going toe-to-toe with major AEW stables like the Elite or the Blackpool Combat Club. International spotlight. AEW's partnership with promotions like NJPW could allow them to appear overseas, testing their skills against Japan's toughest teams. The bigger picture. The fact that AEW is locking down young, hungry talent like the Gates of Agony speaks volumes about Tony Khan's strategy. While major stars like Chris Jericho, Jon Moxley, and Kenny Omega continue to headline shows, the future of AEW will depend on the rise of teams and wrestlers like Liona and Khan. By giving them consistent opportunities and developing their characters, AEW could transform the Gates of Agony into one of the most feared and respected duos in modern wrestling.